My name is Brooke Wangenheim, and this is my poem in retaliation to my dad's poetry slam called A Simple Hug. Mine's untitled, but this is what I have. You call it a simple hug. I call it fate, destiny, the future lived out through all dreams, through all days, through all doubts. You see, your simple hug was my confirmation, my ease of mind. Your simple hug was a young woman turning into a small girl once again, as if the decade of solidarity was merely a nightmare, and I was your princess once again. I closed my eyes and we were in your basement bedroom. You were rocking me back to sleep after I came to you with tears in my eyes, as if living all my life in wonder, fear, and constant worry you'd forgotten me, your princess, was nothing but a nonsense nightmare. I looked into your shifty blue eyes after over a decade, and I was 3 years old again. We were at the ball pit of that McDonald's, and you were teaching me how to tie my shoes. As you crossed the visiting room of that prison, I wondered if you were in shock, if you were in disbelief, that I went from tying my white and pink sneakers to being a high school graduate almost overnight. I wondered, in that longest seeming moment of my life, if you had missed your princess, if you were happy that I'd grown, or sad that you missed it. But when you wrapped your arms around me, none of it seemed to matter. When you hugged me for the first time in over 14 years, my fears, my doubts, and my words all went away. There I stood, fully grown, yet a confused little girl, which bunny ear wrapped around the tree. The strong woman I'd prided myself on becoming melted in her daddy's arms, and as I sat there, staring at the face I'd known but long forgotten, and at those eyes that were all too familiar, I got lost in the beauty of our space-time continuum. We talked for what seemed like moments, although in all actuality it was hours, as if any amount of time could make up for the last decade. Leaving you that day was harder than accepting the fact that you had left me so long ago. As I forced myself toward the door, I turned back. "I love you, Dad," was all I could muster. You see, you call it a simple hug, but in all actuality, it was so much more. I love you too, Princess. It's my confirmation, proof that, even though you left, you still care. Giving that little girl inside me hope that leaving me isn't as easy as people made it seem, and maybe even that returning is so much simpler.